Hello and welcome to our podcast. Today we're talking about international academic cooperation and English language education. We are very pleased to welcome Bronwyn Schieber, a U.S. English Language Fellow at our university.
Bronwyn joined Jitsu University in September 2025 and works with both students and faculty members. Thank you for being with us today, Bronwyn.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very happy to be here.
So let's start with a general question. So to begin with, could you tell about your role as U.S. English Language Fellow and your main responsibilities here?
Yes, the United States has a program for English teachers, and they distribute these English teachers all across the world. And my role here is to teach both at the university and also have communication with the community as well.
That's very interesting. What motivated you to apply for the fellowship program and why did you choose Kazakhstan as your host country?
I wanted to apply to this fellowship because it seemed like a great opportunity. It's a very well-respected program in the United States. And so I also love living abroad. And I've always been very interested in this part of the world, actually, because I come from a country of diversity, and Kazakhstan is also a country of diversity, and a very different diversity than what I have. So I also just was very captivated by what I saw about Kazakhstan. And so I was very happy when I got matched to a project, especially with Jetsu University.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So, next question for you. How does this fellowship support educational cooperation between U.S. and Kazakhstan?
The fellowship brings teachers to universities, as I said before, and that allows exchange between teachers, right? We all work together. With some teachers, I plan classes together so we can learn from each other different ways of teaching. And it also allows me to explain and help other teachers if they are interested in teaching in the United States. I can help them with explaining what kind of opportunities they have to do that with this program.
Yeah, maybe you can call it like an exchange experience, yes?
Exactly.
Between each other, yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, your work is very helpful for our teachers.
Oh,
So, in
thank
your
you so
opinion,
much.
why are partnerships like this so important for English language education today?
Well, I think first and foremost, it's kind of invigorating when you have an opportunity where you can only speak in English because I don't understand Kazakh or Russian. So, so all of the teachers maybe were a little bit comfortable before, and now they have to speak more English with me around
Yeah,
because
You're
I
right.
don't understand them. So
but you know some Russian words.
oh, you're very kind. You're very kind. I know 3 Russian words,
And also Kazakh, yes? Am I right?
Yeah,
maybe 2 Kazakh words.
That's good.
more, I think.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I try.
So, okay, thank you, Bronwyn. So, let's talk about your work with students, okay? So, what types of activities do you usually do? Classes, workshops, projects, or speaking sessions?
I am a very big believer in listening. I think that is the number one most important skill because even though you have conversations and you're speaking, you need speaking practice, of course. Sometimes more than half of conversation is listening. And so I really, in my classes, I focus on listening and speaking because I know that that is something that I can do maybe perhaps more easily, or I'm not sure, but I know that I have been asked to focus on speaking, which I'm happy to do. And I also incorporate a lot of listening in that, and especially with the homework, I really incorporate a lot of listening as homework.
Yes, like as native speaker. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. Thank you.
Yes.
And on a related note, how do you support English language teachers and contribute to the university's English program?
I try to support teachers by, talking with them as much as possible,
Yeah.
hanging out in the office to be there. If anyone wants to talk about curriculum or what kinds of activities to do, or just, day-to-day life, because that's also good practice for teachers is to be able to speak with a native speaker. And I also really like to share experiences and hear what they do in their classes, what you do in your classes, because I'm also here to learn. It's an exchange, as you said before.
Yes, yes.
And I don't know everything. And everyone here has so much experience that I can also learn from. And it's important to have reciprocity in our relationships. So that's how I support them, and they also support me.
Yes, yeah, that leads us to teaching methods. Yes.
And I'm very happy when you speak with me every day,
Oh.
but it's not.
Especially we too.
Yeah, but unfortunately, sometimes I have no time.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest challenge for most teachers, right? You
Yeah.
all are so busy. I understand. I understand. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so what approaches from the USA education system do you bring into your work here?
From what I've noticed, I feel like Kazakhs use very similar methods to Americans.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of student-centered, right? You try to have very active classes. And what is, at least from my experience in the States, we focus on student-centered activities. And I notice a lot of Kazakh teachers doing that as well. But maybe something that's more American that I've noticed so far is more project-based learning over the entire semester. So we tend to not have as many exams, and we focus on having a big project that students work on throughout the semester. But maybe you do that here, and I just haven't seen it yet. So,
No, we do it.
yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, we have.
Yeah.
So, how do these methods help students build confidence in using English, not only in class but in academic and professional contexts?
I think it's really important for anyone to be able to see how much work they have accomplished. And with project-based, like a large final project, if you do a little bit at a time throughout the semester and you slowly build that, then you will, at the end of the semester, you see all of your work and you think, oh my God, I did all of that. That was my stuff. And that's important to see, right? It's important to reflect and
Yeah, totally agree with you.
yeah, so I think that can help build confidence when you see your work. And also, of course, just like with the teachers, the students have to speak in English with me, even if they have a problem and they didn't understand something in class. We still have to talk about it in English, and they do that. And that has to, I hope that contributes to their confidence. 'Cause that is a challenge, and they do it. So they should be proud of themselves. Students, you should be proud of yourselves.
Yeah, that's right.
We also proud
Yes.
of ourselves.
Oh my gosh, of course, teachers, you have to
For
be proud of
example,
yourself.
for example, we too can compare
compare
the beginning, for example, how we spoke, and now how we understand and spoke with you.
Yeah,
I
it's
think we
like
have
two
a lot
different
of-
way.
Yeah, well, I think we have a lot of progress.
Oh,
Yeah.
Malatia, thank you.
Yeah, so thank you for
Because
it.
of you.
Because of you, you could also not talk to me. And so you put effort in. So bravo.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And as we wrap up, what advice would you give to students and teachers who want to benefit from international educational partnerships?
Well, first, I would say to everyone, if you want to live abroad, start watching TV. Listen to English all the time. But also, I would say apply. If you don't get it this year, apply again next year. Keep applying.
Yes, try.
Yeah, if you don't try,
Yes,
you will fail because you didn't try.
that's right.
So just try.
Okay, so Bronwyn, from a personal perspective, what have you learned from working with students and colleagues in Kazakhstan?
Well, I've learned so much so far. I've learned so much about Kazakhstan and the amazing people here. And something is kind of silly, but I thought of it because in the States, this is as a silly example, but it is important to me. In the States, we use a lot of paper. We use a lot of paper. And yes, so much paper. And here I've seen teachers do amazing things with using the least amount of paper possible. And I'm a big environmentalist. And so I have really learned to adapt to this situation of like making my worksheets just half sheets and printing the least amount possible. I know. It's important, but also I think just the sheer flexibility of teachers here is amazing, and students, right?
Yeah.
Maybe everybody uses their phones to look at an article, or you print the article very small, and students can still read it, right? But working with what you have in an economical, efficient, and kind of environmental way. So that's been really impressive.
Yeah, it's like our nation are good at flexible things.
Yes, so impressive. So it's helped me become more flexible for sure.
Yeah.
Nice to hear that. So, thank you, Bronwyn, for sharing your experience and insights with us. We so appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We truly appreciate your contribution to our academic community.
And I truly appreciate you all. You help me so much. You talk with me, and you're my friends, you're my colleagues, and I'm so happy to be here at Shetsu. And thank you for having me here on your podcast today.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you to our listeners for joining us today, and see you next time.
See you next time.